Hi everyone, welcome back to our class. In today's class, I'm gonna explain you how to convert a regular expression to finite automata. And I'm going to explain you from the basics level to higher level in converting regular expression to finite automata. So let us take a regular expression A. So now in order to convert this regular expression to finite automata, we have to take two states. Let the states be Q0 and Q1. So, in order to convert this regular expression A to finite automata, these two states, Q0 and Q1, will be connected by this regular expression A. And in finite automata, we will be having two states. One is initial state. Let the initial state be Q0, which will be represented with single circle with arrow pointing towards this Q0 state. And there will be final state which will be represented with double circle. So this is the finite automata of the regular expression A. Now let the regular expression be A star. We call it as A multiple closure. So as we done in the previous problem, that is converting regular expression A to finite automata, we have taken two states. So here also we have to take two states. Let the states be Q0 and Q1. Okay. Now we need to connect these two states with the input symbol A, right? This is how we done for the regular expression A, and we have here extra part, that is star, which means multiple closure. So whenever we have a multiple closure, we have to take two more states. One is to the left of Q0, let the state be Q2, and one is right to the Q1, let the state be Q3. So after taking in this way, we have to connect the first state with the last state by epsilon, and the second state from the ending to the second state from the beginning by epsilon. And in converting finite automata, there will be two states. One is initial state, which will be represented with single circle with arrow pointing towards this initial state, and it will be the final state, which will be represented with double circle. So this is how we have to convert finite automata of A star. Now let us convert a regular expression A plus B to finite automata. So at first we need to convert this regular expression A to the finite automata. So we will be having two states. Let the states be Q0 and Q1. Right? It will be connected by input symbol A. Right? Whenever we have place symbol and the symbol followed by this place will be taken parallel to this Q0 Q1. So here we have input symbol B, right? So it will be taken parallel to this Q0 Q1 finite automata. So let the states be Q2 and Q3, right? And it will be connected by input symbol B. So whenever we have parallel, we need to take in this format, parallel to each other, right? And here we have in between these two input symbols plus means union. We need to combine all the states, so that in order to combine all the states, we have to take two more states, that is Q4 and Q5. Okay, and we need to connect this Q4 to Q0 and Q2 by epsilon. And here also we need to here also we need to connect Q1 to Q5 with epsilon and Q3 to Q5 with epsilon. And after converting this finite automata, we will be having two states. One is initial state with arrow pointing towards this initial state, and other will be final state, which will be represented with double circle. So this is how we have to convert A plus B regular expression to finite automata. Now let us consider A dot B regular expression to finite automata. So in the first problem, as we are converting regular expression A to finite automata, we have taken two states. So here also we need to take two states for A and two states for B. So let the states be Q0 and Q1, which will be connected by input symbol A, right? And for B input symbol also, we have to take two states, that is Q2 and Q3, right? And these two states, Q2 and Q3, will be connected by input symbol B, right? And in between A and B input symbols, we have dot, right? Whenever we have dot, we need to combine this q1 and q2 state with epsilon, right? And here q0 will be the initial state represented with arrow pointing towards this initial state, and q3 will be the final state represented with double circle. So this is how a dot b regular expression looks like. And here you need to remember two things. Whenever we have plus symbol, and the symbol followed by this plus will be taken parallel to regular expression q0 q1, I mean regular expression of a. And whenever we have dot, we need to take in series wise. So this is how we need to convert a regular expression to finite automata. Now we need to convert regular expression a plus b whole multiple closure to finite automata. So we are aware of the concept a converting into finite automata, a star in converting into finite automata, and a plus b in converting into finite automata. So as we seen here a plus b whole star. So as we know that how to convert a plus b regular expression to finite automata. So this is how we need to convert a regular expression to finite automata. So for converting single symbol a, we need to take two input symbols, that is q0 and q1, right? And it will be connected by a. And whenever we have plus symbol, the symbol followed by this plus will be taken parallel to a. So that is q2 and q3, which will be connected by b. And in between a b we have plus. So whenever we have plus, we need to perform union. So we need to take two more states, q4 and q5, right? And it will be connected to q0, and q4 will be connected to q2 by epsilon. And here q1 will be connected to q5 by epsilon, and q3 to q5 by epsilon. So this is how we done for a plus b regular expression, right? And we have here extra part as multiple closure. So whenever here we have seen that whenever we have multiple closure extra part, we have taken two more states and connected the first state to last, and second state from the ending to second state from the beginning. So here also we have to take two more states. Let the states be q6 and q7, right? After taking this way, we have to connect this q6, I mean first state, to the last state by epsilon, and the second state from the ending to the second state from beginning by epsilon. So this is how we need to convert a plus b whole star to finite automata. And here q6 will be the initial state represented with single circle with arrow pointing towards this initial state, and q7 will be the final state represented with double circle. So this is the way to convert a plus b star to finite automata. Now we need to convert a dot b whole star to finite automata. So as we know that how to convert a dot b into finite automata. So for converting a into finite automata, we have to take two states. Let the states be q0 and q1, and it will be connected by single input symbol a. And for b also we need to take two states. Let the states be q2 and q3, and it will be connected by input symbol b, right? In between a and b we have dot. So whenever we have dot in between two symbols, we have to take, I mean we have to join these two states by epsilon. So this is how we need to convert a dot b into finite automata. And we have here extra part as multiple closure. So as I said, whenever we have multiple closure, we have to take two more states. Let the states be q4 and q5. And after taking this way, we have to convert, I mean we have to connect first state to the last state by epsilon, and the second state from the ending to the second state from the beginning by epsilon. And here q4 will be the initial state represented with single circle with epsilon, I mean with arrow pointing towards this initial state, and q5 will be the final state which will be represented with double circle. So this is how we need to convert a regular expression a dot b whole star to finite automata. Now here we need to convert a regular expression a multiple closure dot b multiple closure. As you know that in order to convert this A input symbol to finite automata, we have to take two states. Let be Q0 and Q1, and it will be connected by input symbol A, right? And we have here extra part multiple closure. So as I said, whenever we have multiple closure, we have to take two more states, that is Q2 and Q3, right? And first state will be connected to last state by epsilon, and second state from ending to second state from beginning will be connected by epsilon, right? And for B also we need to take two more states, that is Q4 and Q5, right? And it will be connected by B, right? And here we have extra part multiple closure. So whenever we have multiple closure, we have to take two more states. Let the states be Q6 and Q7, right? And after this we need to connect Q6 to last state by epsilon, and second state from ending to second state from beginning by epsilon, right? This is how B star looks like. And in between A star dot B star, I mean in between A star and B star, we have dot. So whenever we have dot in between two input symbols, we have to connect these two states by epsilon. So this is how A multiple closure dot B multiple closure looks like. If A plus B plus C is a regular expression, then in order to convert this A plus B plus C regular expression to finite automata, at first we have here A. So A is the input symbol. So for A we have to take two states, that is Q0 and Q1, which will be connected by this A input symbol, right? And the input symbol B is followed by plus. So whenever an input symbol is followed by this plus, we have to take this B parallel to this A, that is, so here we have to take two more states, that is Q2 and Q3, and these two states Q2 Q3 will be connected by this B input symbol, right? And here the C input symbol is also followed by plus symbol. So C input symbol should be taken parallel to this B input symbol. So let the states be Q4 and Q5, and these two states will be connected by this C input symbol, right? And in between A, B and C we have plus symbol, right? So whenever we have plus symbol between input symbols, then we need to perform union operation. So in order to combine all these states, we have to take two more states. Let the states be Q6 and Q7, right? Now here we need to connect Q6 to Q0 by epsilon, and Q6 to Q2 by epsilon, and Q6 to Q4 by epsilon. And in a similar way, here also we need to connect Q1 to Q7 by epsilon, Q3 to Q7 by epsilon, Q5 to Q7 by epsilon. And here Q6 will be the initial state represented with single circle with arrow pointing towards this initial state, and here Q7 will be the final state represented with double circle. So this is the way to create, to convert the regular expression A plus B plus C into finite automata. If A plus B dot A dot B is the regular expression, in order to convert this regular expression to finite automata, for A input symbol, we have to take two states. Let the states be Q0 and Q1. And these two states will be connected by this A input symbol, right? And here B input symbol is followed by plus. So whenever we have plus in between two input symbols, we have to take this B input symbol parallel to this A input symbol, right? So let the states be Q2 and Q3, and these two states will be connected by B, right? And in between A and B input symbols we have plus, so we need to perform union operation. So let the we have to take two more states, that is Q4 and Q5, right? Now here we need to connect Q4 to Q0 by epsilon, and Q4 to Q2 by epsilon, and Q1 to Q5 by epsilon, and Q3 to Q5 by epsilon. And here we have A dot B. So for A input symbol, we have to take two more states. Let the states be Q6 and Q7, and these two states will be connected by input symbol A, right? And here we have dot B. So for B also we have to take two more states, Q8 and Q9, right? And these two states will be connected by B input symbol, right? And in between A and B we have dot symbol. So whenever we have dot symbol in between two input symbols, we have to take in series format, and we have to join these two states by epsilon, right? So this is the representation of finite automata for A plus B, and this is the representation of finite automata for A dot B, right? And whenever we have dot symbol in between two input symbols, we have to join these two states by epsilon. So we have to join q5 and q6 by epsilon. So this is the representation, this is the way of converting and regular expression A plus B dot A dot B to finite automata. And here have taken the state names as q0, q1, q2 like that, but you can take the state names as alphabets like small lettered or capital lettered like A, B, C, like that also you can take. So it depends on you. So you can take whatever the state names as you wish to take. So this is all for today. Thanks for watching the video. Do like, share and subscribe the channel.